All right, let's just cut right to it. We're going to talk about how to actually build muscle without steroids. Because let's be real, a lot of the fitness advice you hear, it's probably setting you up for failure. We're going to uncover the principles that really, truly work if you're a natural lifter. So let's dive in.
Whoa. Okay, so let's just start with that. To put it bluntly, you can't get seriously jacked without anabolic steroids. Now that is a pretty intense statement, right? It's from our source material, and it's really the jumping off point for this whole conversation. The point here isn't to discourage you. It's about resetting expectations and exposing a kind of uncomfortable truth about the fitness world.
And that leads to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? If that statement is true, why is almost everyone training like they're on them? I mean, if the biology is totally different, why are the training methods the same? This is the big problem we need to unpack, and we're going to do it right now.
So, this brings us to what our source material calls the fitness industry's big lie. And it's this idea, right, that all the advice you see for building this incredible, elite physique, well, that it just works for everybody. Spoilers, it doesn't.
I mean, just think about it. You see these routines everywhere, from magazines to your favorite influencers, these huge, shredded athletes pushing super high-volume workouts, these complex muscle splits, chest day once a week. The thing is, all of that is built on a foundation of, well, chemical enhancement. So if you're a natural lifter, following that advice isn't just not working, it's actually probably working against you.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty, the biology of it. Why can't you just train like an enhanced athlete and get the same results? It really boils down to two key forces that are constantly at war inside your body.
So you've got catabolism and anabolism. Every single time you work out, you're causing catabolism. You're literally breaking down muscle tissue. The magic, the growth, that all happens during recovery. That's anabolism. That's when your body rebuilds the muscle, hopefully bigger and stronger than before. And the key difference is how a natural body versus an enhanced body handles this balancing act.
And this chart, man, this really just lays it all out. It's like two totally different universes. The enhanced athlete, they're living in this artificial, super anabolic state. Their goal in the gym is pure annihilation. Just destroy the muscle because their recovery is, chemically supercharged. But you, the natural athlete, your body is naturally catabolic during a workout. So your goal can't be annihilation. It has to be stimulation. You need to give your muscles just enough of a kick to signal, hey, grow, but not so much that you completely overwhelm your body's natural ability to recover.
Okay, so we've established the old rules don't work for us. So, what are the real rules? Let's dive into a strategy that's built from the ground up, specifically for natural lifters.
All right, here we go. The 5 big rules. These are going to completely reframe how you think about your training. It's all about maxing out that growth signal while carefully managing a recovery. We're going to break down a few of the most important ones so you can see exactly how this works in the real world.
So, rule number 1, alternate, don't annihilate. Think about it. Instead of just hammering your chest with 4 exercises back to back, which just creates this massive breakdown in one spot, you alternate. You do a set for chest, then you do a set for your back. This simple change gives your chest muscles more time to recover between their sets, which reduces that overall catabolic state, but you're still working just as hard. It's just a much, much smarter way to manage your body's resources. Now, this number right here, 48 to 72 hours, this is absolutely critical. After you train a muscle, your body's muscle-building machinery, it's called muscle protein synthesis, it's only cranked up for about 2, maybe 3 days. After that, that window for growth on that muscle just slams shut.
And that right there is exactly why the classic bro split of hitting one body part a week is so bad for natural lifters. If you blast your chest on Monday, by Wednesday night or Thursday morning, that growth signal is totally gone. You're just leaving gains on the table for the rest of the week. By training each muscle at least twice a week, you keep that growth window propped open way more often. Okay, rule number 3, achieving acidification. You probably know this better as a rest-pause set. The whole goal here is to chase that deep, intense muscle burn. You know the feeling. That burn is a sign of metabolic stress, and for naturals, that is a huge trigger for muscle growth. So here's how you do it. You do a set all the way to failure, then you rest for just like 15-20 seconds, just enough to catch your breath, and you immediately go again, trying to squeeze out a few more reps. Do that a couple of times, bam, you've sent a massive growth signal to that muscle.
Okay, so things like alternating sets, training more often, these are all awesome tactics. They really are, but they're all pretty much useless without one single guiding principle that holds it all together. This is the secret weapon. It's the one non-negotiable thing that makes everything else click.
Seriously, without this one thing,
your body has zero reason to change. Zero. This is the fundamental signal that tells your body, hey, you need to adapt. And it's the one thing that almost everyone lets slide over time.
And there it is, progressive overload. It's that simple and that profound. Your body will not get bigger or stronger unless you give it a reason to. You have to demand more from it over time. That means lifting more weight, or doing more reps with the same weight, or just getting better at the movement. The demand has to keep inching upwards. I know, that sounds pretty simple on paper. But in the real world, it's so easy to just fall into a rut, to just go through the motions. So how do you actually guarantee that you're progressing? Not just sometimes, but every single workout, week in and week out.
Well, the answer is surprisingly low-tech. A training diary, a notebook, a pen. And no, this isn't just about writing down what you did. It's an accountability tool. It is your battle plan for every single workout before you even start.
Think of it this way. The diary forces you to fight against the you from last week. It turns every workout into a competition. Before you even touch a weight, you open that book, you see you did, say, 100 pounds for 6 reps last week. Well, today, your only mission is to hit 7 reps, or maybe 105 pounds. The diary gets rid of all the guesswork. It forces you to compete against your past self. And that competition, that's the engine that drives all your progress.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. It's the question you have to ask yourself. Are you going into the gym to fight last week's workout, or are you just repeating it? For a natural lifter, the difference between spinning your wheels and actually getting somewhere often comes down to the answer to that one simple question. The answer? Well, it determines everything.